Uh, God. Okay, yeah, that's on. Let me go through this real quick. And before we actually God, my fucking voice. Jesus. God, my voice. What the fuck? Let me set this thing up, and I also gotta open up the Blue Archive app. So great, so many things to do. That is lovely. Funny. And let me just. Yeah, that's right. There we go. Alright, there you go. That should be good.
Blue Archive.
Oh yeah, right. The Fantasy Sports are gonna come out soon. Yeah, it's been quite a while since you have. Well, just welcome. That's all I'm gonna say. Welcome. I'm.
ジェレミー先生、おかえりなさい。
Dude, I've been joining quite a. Yeah, no, it has been quite a while since you have joined. When was the last time? When was the last time we have done this? When was the last time you joined the stream? I just realized. Even I don't know when you joined the stream. That never gets old. About 5 streams ago, Jesus. Yeah, a lot has changed. Like a lot has changed. Oh God, please don't tell me.
素敵な家具を発見し、はい、わかりました、先生。それでは、あれ、してあげましょうか。百鬼夜行のお祭りで売ってるお団子がすごく美味しいって噂なんだけど。
What is this sleepy girl like? Do you like this? No? Maybe I can spare a few minutes. Yeah, sure, a few minutes. I should really make the screen a bit bigger. Let me do that real quick. I also gotta change that too. So, that's gonna take a while too. So, oh boy. Let me just do that, and yeah, let me actually edit this a bit. Just now that I look at it, y'all need to be able to see the fuck. Y'all need to actually be able to see the screen, or what's going on. So I'll probably just remove this. Let me see if I can. Say goodbye to Hina. Hina's gonna go bye-bye now. Hina's gonna go bye-bye. Since I actually kind of need Hina going bye-bye. Real. Let me resize this correctly. You know, I'm just gonna... Oh god, wait. I think I messed up something. Oh god. I should have just left it how it was. Oopsie daisy. I think I accidentally messed up something. Whoops. Oopsie daisies. Whoopsie daisies. It should be fine. Alright, let me actually bring back Hina now. let me actually bring back Hina now. She's just gonna be in the corner. Hina's just gonna be in the corner there. Let me make her a bit bigger. She's just if you want to speak to Hina, she's just like there in the corner. I also gotta let me change the size of chat real quick. So fuck, I can't move chat. Okay, there we go. There you go. That should be a bit better now. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I'm gonna leave it like that. Now let me open up Blue Archive and then... Alright, there you go. There you go, that's fixed, there you go. What you think, is that better? That should be a lot better. Right? That's a lot better. Actually, now that I think about it, that does not look... Actually, wait, never mind. That does not look good. Wait. Wait. Oh, God. Wait. Just put it back where it was. I think that's better. Yeah, that's better. I'm putting it back where it was. Alright, there you go. That should be good enough now. Now let me Let's be honest, I hope not. I hope not. This is very loud. Holy. Let's hope not, okay? I hope not. I don't need no more quality. I don't need no more low quality archive happening, okay? The low quality archive joke dies off now. There's no more complaints about the quality. Alright, there's just not gonna be no complaints about the quality. If I hear a complaint about the quality, you're getting sent to the fucking Shadow Realm. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, that is an actual joke. I won't actually just mute you or send you to the Shadow Realm just because of that. Everyone is free to say whatever they want, unless if it's not, but please, unless if it's controversial, then that shit gets out of my chat. I'm sorry, but your comment is gonna get deleted if it's controversial. I'm trying to stay. I don't want to deal with no controversies. Hey, look! I beat Ropan to streaming. Ropan, if you're here, please forgive me for what I just said. But it's funny, I did beat you. I wish I could go IRL, but sadly I can't do that since I'm still almost fresh out of high school, so it might take a while for that. And now that I think about it, I really wish I went. Now I did watch the live stream. I did watch the live stream, just so you know. So I don't have y'all. I did watch the live stream till the end, and honestly, I can't wait for it. Yes, it has been quite a while. It has been quite a while. I think you can watch the live stream recap. I think. Don't quote me on that. Actually, you shouldn't even trust me at all with that. I don't know if they put it as a live stream recap, because after the live stream ends, it's automatically set to a private if it's like through the YouTube source. So you have to manually set it public. Unless if you're using a third-party app to actually live stream. Y'all still have school? That is crazy. I don't have school at all. Like, to be honest, like, I already finished every sale. My school already ended. Sadly, I tried Extreme and it didn't work out. Tried Extreme, got cooked. Cooked badly. Oh great, it's just money. Hey, you know, now that I think about it, I think that wow, bro, you're on Actually, I've been on vacation a long time ago. I've been on vacation. I feel bad for everyone that has school. Yeah, I gotta suffer while most people are already on their vacation. And then the people that do have school, and the people that don't have school end up going to school, while the people that went to school during those persons vacate. Oh my God, Jesus, so much. I'm going to college. Yeah, same here, man. College is gonna kill us, man. We're gonna get overworked. We're gonna die from being overworked. I should not say that. I should not say that. Oh God. I shouldn't say that. We're gonna get overworked to death. College is gonna overwork us to death. We're gonna be sent to the fucking Shadow Realm. I'm not trying to do that. Hey, maybe I have a chance. Actually, I don't have a chance. What am I thinking? Actually, no, wait, maybe I do have a chance. I believe. Although I'm very skeptical about my belief. Buki. How does that miss? Please do not miss. She's still missing. Okay, yeah, no. Why be a police when you are a criminal? Okay, bro. Okay. Okay, you're doing too much now. You have said way too much now. Mod, send him to the shadow. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Any of my moderators watching this stream, please do not do that. Do not. I mean it. Do not do that. Do not actually send them to the Shadow Realm, okay? I do not need more work on my plate. This game is already enough work as it is. Wait, the weeklies reset? Nope, weeklies do not reset. Great. All I gotta do is just one of these. Done. I just committed mass murder against 20 small enemies. I love committing. I should not say that. I was already banned. Don't worry. I don't think that's how it works. Although you can correct me with that, but I actually wait. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, honestly, everyone was kind of sad about your ban, but you kind of just like became forgotten. I'm the only one that like every once in a while I just scroll up to just see the fact that you're gone from the server. Every time I see your profile, it just reminds me of the fact that you got banned on my server. I would unban you, but that's like abusing my owner power. That's like abusing owner just to bring you back. And I don't think, and I'd rather not do that. I'd rather not. Power tripping is not a good thing. I'm not gonna go on a power trip, bro. Batman. Funny, Batman. God, my brain is shutting off. Okay.
雨が降ったらこれでこれが本日の業務内容先生の活躍期待しているわあら
Wait, what the fuck? Did these just change?
そう警戒しないでちょうだい
Oh, it's just straight items, that's why. They just became tickets. Alright, we just have a few more episodes. You know what? Before I do that, let me drink something real quick, cause this is gonna be quite a while. Like genuinely quite a while for it to happen. So all right, there you go. Second. We've been following the trail deeper into the glacial sea for a considerable time now, but there's nothing of significant note. Let's pause to organize our data and reevaluate our goals. Please pull up the video, as President. Our actions can be categorized into three main stages. We battled Geherba, found this clue, and we are now tracking it. But at the core of our investigation, we were unable to determine Geherba's intentions here. Hence, it hasn't always been difficult to figure out the Prophet's motives. That's motives, of course. There were the exceptions of Chess. That was a munitions factory, and Heather, that was guarding the ruins submerged district. And during that, we encountered three strange children who claimed to be engineers and followers of the Declamation. They attacked us. That's all correct. However, what is truly of interest to me was their mention of the nameless god's power. To be exact, they call it forbidden technology. Yes, they realized immediately that it was the same power used on my weapon. And so I came to the conclusion that there is no direct connection between the Declamation and the nameless gods. I'd originally summarized that there must be some relation between the two, but I was incorrect. There's too many unanswered questions. I don't know why they call us here, but it seems our presence here was the final component in completing this elder sister they spoke of. Whether they needed all of us or just a specific individual and why, I still don't know. Maybe it was the nameless priest and God's technology and which they were after. Or even the Shittum chest. There's still many unknowns around the General Student Council's president's last gift to Shale. It could even be the super delicate gene. That's not real. That's all we know. The rest is my hypothesis. But if the reason those children, the engineer who introduced themselves as Ensof and Aurora, called us to the Glacial Sea was to complete this elder sister, then we could predict that the information they needed the most was data from English. Yes, that appears accurate. You know, how the fuck do you pronounce that? I always wanted to know that. That's like always been at my interest. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Average data. Okay. Guys, that's not like. Man, Hoshino, you should really get your. Hoshino, do you need someone? It's a simple suspicion, Sensei. They were already aware of the nameless god's powers, so upon learning of such a power, what would be the natural next step? It would be to acquire and validate data and confirm if it can be used to their advantage. They fought us in order to gather data on the and the real purpose behind that fight. Correct, it was all a part of their strategy. Although I'm still unclear on just what their strategy or motive was, as a convenient. This is all pure speculation. Speculations we have been having trouble finding any shred of evidence for. However, it would align with why Gabriel has been refusing to meet us on the battlefield. And on top of everything, we've encountered a new prophet. To have left such a conspicuous trail, they must have some purpose in the Glacial Sea, right? That's likely the case. I'm curious about its appearance. Me as well, perhaps more than anyone else, but again, we were left with no clues. The only thing I can decide based on the trail we saw is that it is unimaginably large. I suppose I would also summarize that it's capable of moving alone for extended periods of time. Nameless gods' powers could have the engineers of the creation and the unknown prophet's motives. Listening to it all out like that feels ominous. Just what are they after? There must be an answer hiding beneath the surface. What's happening all of a sudden? Anti-aircraft fire. We're under attack. We should land, President. There are hostiles in the air as well. Your order, Sensei? Emergency landing. Yes, commencing emergency landing. We're surrounded. Our breakthrough. Toki? Yes, I shall make quick work of them. They are very persistent. Is this attack also with the intent to collect data? No, this attack, if the chariot phone led us directly to this force of declination troops. Is this all a trap or? The enemy forces are suddenly retreating. In the ideal case, they will have recognized their inferiority and planned a strategic escape. However, this does not appear to be that. It does not appear to be that. This is, could it be? President, entity approaching from 15 meters below. This is where you have been, bro. I should really put the volume up, huh? You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put the volume up. Wait, let me put the volume up. There we go. Much better. Loading. Slow loading. I love slow loading. 私の後についてきて。運動した方がいいかな。私の勝ち。負けたじゃん。もう。目標とする。いい感じ？どうして？ Oh my god, he killed everyone. What? But I swear everyone in there was... How did bro just kill everyone with one move? Reunion? I don't like that whole reunion part. That worries me a lot. Reunion. Why would it be a reunion though? I'm gonna put this on for once a day. Is it not significantly stronger? If it was not the same as before. This is beyond a power burst. This is a fundamental change in how it functions. So now we should try to escape and regroup. Garrett's approaching. I will saw the enemy while I do so. That is a no good habit of yours, Steffi. Can we even land a helicopter right now? And at the very least, Sensei. Mobilize as a unit. Huh? Huh? Is that? Exchanging parties in this situation isn't logical. So let's skip them this time. God, you! Real? Please focus on the enemy in front of you, Sensei. You too have humility. I'm here to provide support, and I'll visit you with the 5th class that you have. Fine, only because we have no other choice. Thank you. Blue Archive songs are so great. Now please do not take very long to fucking load, or else I will lose my mental sanity. Please. God, I hate that freeze rate, Jesus. It's slowing down, Toki. Yes, Miss Rio, commencing attack. An effective hit, although we appear to have let it get away. Except for the retreat. A shame that it escaped yet again. In fact, the retreat is to our advantage. We require time to discuss and reorganize. I have a signal lost. It moves very efficiently. Oh well. Himari, I swear to God, if there is a twist, I am going to lose my fucking mind. Oh wait, I forgot. Rio still dipped. Rio still dipped. Wasn't there for like half of the main fucking story. That came after Volume F. Hello, Miss Rio. That was an effective entrance in many ways. Excellent timing. But are you okay, President Himari? I absolutely no idea why you feel the need to check on me, but I'm fine. I don't feel jealous in any way, shape, or form. That a certain someone came in on a trail of blazing glory and stole the spotlight. Because I'm benevolent and generous and kind. Do you understand me? Yes, I understand that the president is sulking. You slander as effectively, as effortlessly as you breathe. God, my reading is getting cooked. Let's begin with the most superficial greeting I can muster. It's nice to see you again, Rio. How have you been? Did you not hear me say that I'll begin with a superficial greeting? You can start with a simple hello, Rio. Oh, yes, understood. Hello, it's nice to see you. How have you been? I sincerely return the statement, Rio. Have you been sleeping well? I hope you're not staying up all night and sleeping in until the afternoon. Managing your visions of rhymes is the only thing that housekeeping robots cannot assist you with. I'm trying. I believe I can visualize what Miss Rio and Toki life together was like. So what, does this take place like after Volume 3? Shall we inch our way over to the point now? To begin, you haven't returned to Millennium all this time. Where have you been hiding out? Furthermore, certain seminar treasure has quite a bit to say to you. Also, simply cannot look past your dramatic reveal at such a crucial moment as that. Surely you weren't thinking, I need to do something to justify my return, so I can't show my face again unless I have something to offer. I was tracking down every clue I could find to the Nameless God's powers. The Nameless God's powers? Yes, it didn't simply disappear after it manifested on that day. There were traces of it left all over Kivoltos. I wasn't expecting to run into you during my investigation. Her investigation into the Nameless God's powers led her to Declamation's prophets? I'm still doing my utmost to prepare for the permanent and the unknown phenomenon that could devastate Kivoltos. That hasn't changed, not since I first established the Super Phenomena Task Force. I'm not charismatic or very skilled at social interaction, so I wanted to do what I'm able to do. It was how I hoped to find redemption. Fine, I can accept that. However, you simply off-landed and the responsibilities of the Super Phenomenon Task Force on me and disappeared. You put me in a position where I cannot refuse. Despite your dislike of me, I knew you would follow through. From a certain perspective, that could be seen as a threat. Could we have been in big trouble if Rio hadn't come, right? Yes, even I acknowledge that. In fact, even outside of this incident, we all own you a debt in one form or another. What I was really trying to say was to stop laughing with abusive things like redemptions or justifications, or just come back to Millennium. Oh, was that? Did you say something? Forget it! However, the Super Phenomenon Task Force ended up fulfilling its role exactly as intended, Miss Rio. Yes, and I, excellent agent, perfect maid, also played my role perfectly. Okay, aside, as the founder of the Super Phenomenon Task Force, how do you feel? I'm still figuring that out, so I thought you would answer like that. I can say for certain is that the events occurring here are significant, and the rivers will spread far throughout Kivokos. To summarize, you know things that we don't. And I'm sure that along that way, we have gathered data that you haven't. So here's my proposal, an exchange of information. That is the logical conclusion. Shall we undertake that? And over as we continue our pursuit of Gaheba, I accept those terms. I mean, do you know the direction Gaheba retreated to? Affirmative, I remember. What are we waiting for? Let's move out, Sensei. Oh, so we're just gonna continue our mission? Cool. Variable. Wait, is chapter 2 meant to be the 6th PV? Hey Rokan, I beat you to live streaming. Oh. The alarm's going off. Another message from Gaheba. Oh? I think Gaheba lost. I see. Shall we commence plan B? Now objective 0. Respect Gaheba's wishes to the very end. So we'll have to draw them to that place. It was sure worked hard to lure the enemy in the right direction, though. That's all Gaheba. She is diligent, not to mention hot-headed. Let us analyze the logs. Oh dear, an unexpected variable. Am I reading this right? It's real. Annoying opponent. Perhaps we should have anticipated this. But why now? Another useless line of questioning. After all, she was the first one to notice the master's presence and the first one with the authority to investigate his traces. Regardless, we need to prepare a method to handle this variable. Even factoring her in, if we consider where they're being lured and what we have prepared, here's the question. A variable has factored itself into the equation that we cannot simply ignore. Do we still proceed without previous? Decisions. You have to be decisive. Yes, yeah. We'll proceed with the plan using the same as expected. In fact, I suspected as much. Oh, are you sure this is real? Yes, yeah, I acknowledge that she's a formidable foe. But on the other hand, that kid is just as formidable, don't you think? And what do I think? Our kids are invincible, right? Yes, you're correct. That baby is invincible. Funny. Regardless, one step into that place and you will be rendered utterly useless. Yes, since Rita is only here wirelessly. To correct lastly, we need to correctly evaluate just what level of threat this new variable poses. After we one with the audacity to grasp a forbidden technology which lies well beyond him. I knew her daddy. Additionally, she founded the Superphenomenal Task Force was dared to meddle with the Master's operations as opposed to choosing K-Mari was at the helm of the sabotage. However, she has still her location operated from the darker shadows until now. What would cause her to suddenly appear there? When to suddenly step into the front line? But for one reason or another, she was waiting for the teacher of the rest of the this, that, all of it is seedy speculation. Shut it, you. Anyway, whether it's Sasuke, real is as dangerous, but is as dangerous a variable as Sensei, or simply one we can write out of the equation, we'll have to see. The conclusion Sop has come to then? You intend to evaluate the significance of this new variable alongside the utter estimation of all other enemies using the child. Do I need to say it again? But is that really alright? If they encounter that child, even those people would surely die? Yes, an issue of great complication. We have yet to harm a human. We have held no desire to do so. Never even thought of it. If honesty were to compel me, I'd admit that even I feel. And Soph, my thoughts are that this burden is one we must carry. Huh? I speak truly, do I not? And luring the humans out to the glacial sea, we have already pronounced our resolve in that regard. Did we not already tell them, please die? Wasn't that just for a dramatic effect? Yes, I thought that was the case as well. Listen, both of you, strengthen your spirit for the sake of the elder sister. Yeah, no. No. But, I know we never planned ultimate goal was to avoid the solution of the equation. But we came to our turf first. Sensei and the other humans invaded without permission. Yes, I understand. I must strengthen my resolve so I don't fall behind. Yes, all will be as it should be. Yes. Although making such a statement is a very responsibility. Your apologies, truly, and exhibits such a wide array of responses. The temptation to experiment with different variables is simply too strong. I was sorely tempted to experiment with your logic circuits' durability as well, prepared to be my test subject, rather than you being the one to conduct such an intriguing experiment. Ow, enough violence! So if it's fine, you don't have to. As I stated previously, I've been investigating the traces of the nameless god's powers left behind. And in that process, I unexpectedly encountered the herb of the fifth prophet of the conception. Does that create a connection to the trail we found at the glacial sea? But we have been unable to draw a line from declaration of the nameless god, at least until now. That is correct, I'm sure there are some truths to be uncovered in that line. For now, we'll review what we're absolutely certain. I've also gathered information on the other prophets that inhabit the glacial sea. It appears to be mining resources here. Mining resources? I suspect this prophet has taken the form of a ship of some kind, an icebreaker, or a tactical ship. I see that hypothesis will align with the traces that we discovered. The glacial sea, very few humans travel here, but it's known to have a wealth of resources. Knowing that, we can summarize that the herbal's role here is to patrol the nearby terrain for potential enemies. and act as a guard for the other prophet. That actually does make sense. You find out the identity of the ship-shaped prophet? Not as of yet. It strangely emits almost no readable signals. I have attempted to take pictures of the scenes with an MS I converted into a high-speed reconstitution aircraft, but there's only so much that can be done while avoiding detection. I see. We'll incorporate your data into the hypothesis we've been developing. What hypothesis is this? Based on our observations, the Declamations engineers are not only aware of the name of God's power, but also have likely acquired it. Yes, that seems like a likely calculation. We realized during our battle that the engineers were recording data from Loki's Amash. We could only conclude that it was to evaluate whether the data they have collected of the name is God's power. On top of that, according to your information, there's another prophet shaped like a ship mining resources in the glacial sea. And as it left the area, it left a massive trail behind. Which begs the question. What kind of question? We have more or less determined Yehovah's purpose, patrolling and data collection. But for what reason is this mysterious prophet mining resources? Do you think it has a different motive from the heaven? I believe so. Although that's just my belief, again, this is all speculation and hypothesis. Why does Bo have... We only find answers on the field at the end of the trail we've been tracking. According to my calculations, there is a high likelihood that the ship prophet is waiting there. Yep. Wait, I have a report. While we've been speaking, it seems the terrain below us has changed. I will decrease our altitude. Please buckle your seatbelts and beware of turbulence. Tourist? I don't think any of my what the fuck is this terrain? Yeah, no, Himari has the same face I have after looking at this terrain. What the fuck is this terrain? How we go from glacial seas to whatever the fuck this is? What's wrong, President? What is this? I foolishly believe if we had finally escaped the clutches of the glacial sea only to enter a frozen tundra? There's nothing warm about a tundra. I can't take off my insulated suit. It's difficult to move. Yes, it's cold. I like it. You worry me. Emmy, you worry me. Maybe it's a teensy tiny bit better than the glacial sea. I don't want a teeny tiny bit. I would like for the fundamental problems we solved. However, it is warmer here on average. The temperature has risen around 3 degrees Celsius. In fact, the sea will not freeze as easily here. I would like to emphasize that there is no sea here. On to more important matters, I've identified something strange. What is that? It appears to be traces left. I realize I didn't finish all of the story. Bruh. There appears to be traces left behind from something capable of moving. From such a perspective, it is actually quite normal. We've come this far following a glimpse of a trace, so why should we not continue to follow a trace? But this one is, well, they look like giant pits perfectly spaced out. Does a ship leave behind traces? Why didn't you finish all the story? I know this sounds ridiculous, but yes, I don't quite know how to say it. However, since they said it appears to be something like real please. the footprints of a huge monster. The way you could say, the way can you say out loud at what everyone else is afraid to is quite commendable at times. Himari's face just never gets old. Are ships capable of walking? No, do you hear yourself? Ships cannot walk. What purpose would it serve to attach legs to a ship? There's no one in existence who operates with such seeming inefficiency. But you enjoy irrational and inefficient things, precedent like astronology and numerology You simply cannot understand my genius, and the astrology is one giant science combining the studies of many different disciplines, including celestial statuses and advanced philosophy surrounding the matter of fate, mathematics, and physics. But giant monsters are a realm that cannot be explained by science, a complete figment of imagination. There's no way they exist. Come on, Emmy. You say that now? How do we approach this? We have been unable to acquire any other leads. It would be inefficient to simply turn back now. I think so too. Thanks for the summary, Porky. Thank you, Sensei. And while you are at it, they say compliments make the world go around. I'm not the world that I am. What can you do, Sensei? Doki's saying weird things again. So it's my fault, is it? I've taken thought of the situation. Please alert us of any updates for you. Understood. Can we stand guard, Doki? We have need to be prepared for any possible threat. Understood, pushing him away. God, that mech sound. What the fuck? So that's why this chapter was called Flaming Sword. No wonder why it was called Flaming Sword. Now I see why. We follow a trail. There's a volcano in the middle of a tundra. Warm, too hot. I think it's just hot. No, I mean it is still slightly cold, and as always, you are slightly strange. Humans are designed to live in these kinds of in temperatures much warmer than this. The cold was nice and refreshing. This is too hot. This is beyond my threshold. I will remove my clothing now, Sensei. No, I mean, contain yourself. But why? Humans are naturally find cold more tolerable than heat. We can even suffer from heat stroke with sudden exposure. We are not equipped to endure heat stroke. Some symptoms include the following: fainting, convulsions, low blood pressure, dehydration, and even death. To make matters worse, it's difficult to determine the case of death when people die of heat stroke. In conclusion, it's inhumane treatment to continue this operation and force me to endure this extreme heat. You are very well versed in those symptoms. Just so as 1,000 in trouble, Sensei. You feel honored to receive an apology from me. That's a given. After all, who else can empathize so perfectly with others? And console them besides it. An omnipotent. Never mind. I'm not reading this. It's a simple task comes as easily as breathing to me. Yes, a simple task. I've said it twice to really emphasize how simple it is. How simple it is for me. Yes, absolutely. Of course, you're right, Himari. Your expression and your words are incredibly contradictory. Well, no shit. The trail ends here. I'll scout ahead, however. The unexpected terrain has changed, thus so has the situation. Furthermore, there are many machines currently in operation. Wheels, digging drills, transporting, demolishing. Yeah, very busy. There's a drill machine, isn't it? Drilling is primarily used to acquire resources, less than they are mining for something here. Various ores tend to be formed of volcanic engines. For example, volcano can make copper ore, and you can mine a significant amount of sulfur near an active volcano belt. President? A communication jam. Toki? U.S. President Himura confirmed the powerful jamming signal broadcasting throughout the entire regions in addition. Areas appears to be affected as well. This jamming signal operates by overloading electronics. No concern, in my experience, any technology was very hard to work. They're not work. Particular, maybe the angle was wrong? No, I don't think that was the problem. If that's so, due to the lack of options, I'll reduce output damage to regular life. Second story finishing the temporary trailer is well created for this element. Now that the jamming signal has also interfered with the trailer's functions, the only other avenue is to manually dismantle it. I can assist. Thank you, Amy. Wait, any equipment that's still running? Yes, I can utilize any of the online devices to reverse the jamming signal. It's strong enough that it should be possible. I found it. The signal's coming from that direction. A radar base, a storage facility of sorts, and will be made to transmit the jamming signal. No matter what it is, we'll need to find a way to resolve the jamming situation immediately. Hey Hoshino, can you get rid of the person that was just above Hentai Gods, please? Like, can you just send that person to the fucking Shadow Realm? Feed them to the Dark Lord. He is hungry. For what reason? Losing every as a combat tool is a huge blow to all the forces. Furthermore, and I absolutely loathe to admit this, but without Rio's amnesty units to navigation, remaining here is risky at best. This is purely about the utilities of the tools available to us. Do you understand, do you? She just can't be honest with herself when it comes to Miss Rio. Understood, Emmy. Your expression reads as follows. President Himura cannot be honest with herself when it comes to Rio. How the fuck? Wow, so Toki's just able to know what people say in their minds through a facial expression? Can you read my mind? No, I was simply talking. I figured as much. So now let's go that way. Yes, let's do this. Let's do so. The situation and circumstances all point us towards that direction. Follow me. Be careful, Sensei. President, everyone. Hoshino, you should really take a break off of the internet. Like, I'm gonna be, honestly, just go take a break off the internet. It will be for a good while. Look at the blue archive, Hoshino. She doesn't... Right, that's the game version. Characters are bound to be changed in terms of universes. I have learned that the hard way. Break through the enemy's defenses, please, Goku. Yes, you can all say back. Is that a flash? Was that a flash grenade? Oh, that's a great grenade. Facility destroyed successfully. Cut off the jamming signal. Is everyone okay? My signal just came back online. I would have been sorely disappointed if I hadn't. Well, for now, I suppose I'd say so at least. Yes, I regain control of that message. I also have access to Rio's trailer. Bravo then. Where are you currently? The facility responsible for the jamming signal. We moved to this location when we realized what had happened. However, after the eradication of the first building, we discovered another massive one behind it. Never mind something like this existing on land, but on the glacial scene. Something of this scale, could it be? Do you realize something real? Nothing you can say with absolute certainty. There is one thing I can say: the amount of resources being mined in this region. It far exceeds the mining by the Brocco I've been in the researching in the history. No one has put this much of their workforce into mining for no reason. There must be a significant need for these resources. But this begs the question, what could they possibly need this much material for? For those children in Decimation, would they truly be planning on building a new kingdom? What should we do now, Sensei? Let's explore this facility. Isn't that pretty dangerous? Our odds have improved and we have Miss Rio back. Yes, the mission is to track down the Prophet and explore the terrain. If enemy's forces appear again, I can defeat them once more. I'm the strongest maid and secret agent. That evokes an ominous feeling of sorts. Regulars, I have second the motion. Someone went through the trouble of building a facility like this in an abandoned tundra. That in of itself is worth investigating. As Leo mentioned, there's something bubbling underneath it, as well that we have yet to read the specifics. Affirmative, the personal response. Yes, I have kept a focus on whom I have kept a focus. There's been a growing number of conspiracy theories about it. Anyways, tread carefully, everyone. So are you just going to like an abandoned place now? We are going to an abandoned place. Okay. So smart. Smart of us. How many episodes does Chapter 2 even have? This passageway connects to the stored facility with this one. We may have deployed too much gunpowder. The shockwave shattered everything. I merely follow the teachings passed down from my upperclassmen. One particular person's proverb was, "There's no such thing as too much gunpowder." I have a bad feeling. I think I might know who that is. I fucking know it. I know exactly whose proverb it is. Everyone's taking any movement from enemy troops, yet closing forward. I'm getting more and more integrated. Sounds of machinery operating a conveyor belt? Yes, after refining the mining resources, I would soon they are transporting them elsewhere. I would somewhere. I was just to be a processing facility. On a massive scale, it's akin to a large steel mill. A mysterious drill, drilling machines, a signal jamming facility, and processing factory. Operations of this scale have been happening in this region without a single person noticing. Before your schemes play out that way. The radar sight is down. We just spotted the enemies at the entrance to the second facility. Now then, shall we get started? Getting started means forcing them deeper towards that place. I can do it. Redimus tried to lure them into our clutches and eradicate them as they dance in the palm of our hand. Troop deployment complete. Now, Emmy, fulfill your role. Yes, slightly beyond my comprehension, but this is how one hunts down prey animals like rabbit and deer from the base of the mountain to its apex. I learned of this himself. Other way around. Really? Not again. So, no, we never actually even encounter something like a rabbit or a deer. What is this? This can't be a massive force of enemy troops preparing to engage you. Reclamation forces, this isn't incomparable to the previous battle. What is our next move, President? I should prepare for battle. Stand down, Tokyo. Enemy's assistance is correct, even if you can't hope to take down enemy force at that size. Furthermore, every resist wasn't designed to function in the narrow indoor terrain. I don't understand this. There is no escape route we can use. Just hold on, I'm looking. The force is charging in a signal direction. It's blocking off the entrance you came through. There's only one clear path deeper into the facility. If you follow it all the way down, there's an exit at the back. So the only way available to us is beyond the conveyor belt to wherever the process resources are being sent. It's not knowing what lies on the other side, but I would argue that taking that path would be more efficient than facing the full force of enemy troops behind us. In conclusion, I would agree with Miss Rio's suggestion. I could prepare for combat. She said no, there are times to fight. That time is not right now. Understood, I will look cool today. This has all the markings of a trap, but I can't fall prey to these negative traps. The first insert of memory here, we can push through this. Rio, you should probably tell us that it's a trap before anything dumb happens, please. No, you're not gonna tell us it's a trap. You're just gonna let us. Thank you so much, Rio. You are the best of the best. This one's kind of good. What the hell? Oh boy. Oh my god. Yes, I have. I have been reading your post. Of course, I got it. I've located the exit. Hurry, Sensei. President Himari. It's locked. I'm forcing my way through it. Excuse me. Huh? This is... You mean to say this inside... We're now inside the volcano we saw earlier? Like, have you led us into the heat of into the heart of the volcano? Is this it, Rio? That was the most logical decision at the time. At least, there's no enemies here. Volcano, high temperature area. The heat is unbearable now. How are we going to fix this? Sensei, take responsibility. You're better dressed than your usual outfit, at least. I suppose I'm melting away. Yeah, we may have ended up inside of a volcano, but at least we can catch our breath. Let's go back to the helicopter in AC right now. Our state-of-the-art helicopter is not your refrigerator. The further in we proceed, the more drilling rigs there are. This mountain was likely the core target of their mining operations. Like, we shall see the Chandran of the volcano. Just what are they planning on doing with this wealth of resources? Is it for chest mutation factory? No, if that were the case... I mean, you look unwell, will you be okay? No, I truly am at my limit. If I don't make it, please leave a scoop. No, please leave a whole box of ice cream in memory of me in my grave. Given the context, that sounds alarmingly not like a joke. However, the enemy seems to have stopped the pursuit. As hard as it may be, we can recollect ourselves here for a moment. They stopped, Yes, I'm scouting the area with drones and RMS, but I've detected no enemy troops in the area. On the surface, that's a relief. Underneath, it's an ominous statement. How so? Why would the enemy, who severely outnumbered us, not press her advantage? The only direct material would be something of a greater threat, or something they shouldn't approach. Ding ding ding, the answer is, in fact, both. That voice. If someone managed to reach, intrude on this place, it's a shame it'll be all for nothing, isn't it? Yes, congratulations are in order. However, they are not. Quite a feat you have achieved. It doesn't matter because it's all over now. I said it, I did it. Have you been watching us? Of course, ever since you set foot on the tundra. Did you think you could scuffle on with our troops and still escape our attention? Oh my, oh dear, do humans really acquire such glaring facts to be explained to them? Disappointed could not accurately express the feeling running down my spine. God, I hate these Can we destroy these girls like later on? I want to know if we destroy them later on. Actually, no. Make them playable first, then we destroy them. This is feeling running down through my circuit. They look so real unexpected. From here, it's all over right here, right now. Yes, yeah, like inside. Let's get this over with. Of course, if you choose to surrender, I cannot fathom a reason to not accept. Do we call this mercy, a sense of pity? You can't expect us to surrender out knowing the situation. Is it okay to tell them? The details we cannot, but there are things we could reveal to the humans. Well, why not? We intend to build a new foundation for this world. Create everything anew, if you really think about it. We're doing it for you. To put it simply, we will present the perfect model, the complete answer. Yes, now then, listen closely. This next matter is one of great importance. Allow me to explain it in terms you understand. It is not the bane of human existence to agonize over the right and wrong decision, whether the path you tread is the optional choice. We'll graciously grant each and every one of you mercy. You will never again have another worry. I mean, it was just yapping, but that was the most very reason for existence. Well, Maya, have you been watching too many science fiction movies? What a third-rate villain, man. I don't waste your time. Not even worth listening to. If you believe in your message, you shouldn't feel the need to hide things. That is correct. I have been told that nothing can be for the good of all, and creating something new is not worthwhile. You're going too far. I'm starting to get a little angry. It's of no concern. This outcome was still within the range of our predictions, is it not? The commission engineers I've been hearing about. Real. Is it real? A new variable. You have arrived. So why did this variable finally make her appearance? No, another useless question. You were the first to notice the master's precedence, the audacity is the one who follows his trail. You must have resurfaced since the day the pivotal sky almost fell. And like that time, you should have remained put in the shadows where you belong. I can acknowledge the statement. Your precaution in me is yours to keep after all. However, you have gathered more data on me than I expected. We're the engineers for any and all possibilities because we're the engineers. That's why Trigger will return everything to how it should be. Something's happening to the volcano. Detecting activity from the volcano, Sensei. There's more? Prophet, I'm seeing signals of a new prophet. Yes, I can confirm the wave patterns is this. Check me out, the second Sephiroth of the Tree of Life, the realm's ancient guardian. Shining intelligence and hidden wisdom. Unwelcome variables are unwelcome. With most power, this volcano will erupt. And eradicate the most unwelcome variables here. Phil Sensei. And of course you, Real. No problem for you, right, man? It fits for older sister. And did they not decline our offer of mercy? You're right, they did, yes. What in the world? This makes no sense. That thing on top of the lava is a super phenomenon. Right, I think the original purpose of our club was to investigate such things. The super phenomenon we were created to investigate, and this thing are two entirely different breeds. The signal is a nameless god. The hero is always reliable. Hot-headed, but still reliable. That's why we left the important task of patrolling the glacier sea to it. In fact, it was the Pharaoh's idea to lure you ingredients here. Even the amazing sensei, it's real, can't do anything to fight Chikara, not while like lava. Miscellaneous Rikushi almost took the others is in need of maintenance. Sure, time fight without rest. Well, it's break time in more ways than one. A little bit of hiding wrench in one. An internal rest. Right, I forgot, now they're gonna kill us. Against these kinds of enemies, sometimes a straightforward operation works best. What are you going to do, Rio? Hopefully, I must have to build a defense line. We can use the remains from the field facility. That won't be a pop-up barrier, but sometimes against primitive opponents, you need primitive methods. I see, that must be... Thank you, Rio. Damon News stated that Sensei was the primary target for eradication. And there are Sensei's presence is the biggest threat. Sensei? I don't know what those children are thinking or planning, but for now, let's take care of what's right in front of us. Then you'll definitely turn on the AC for me. For 10 hours straight if you want. Thank you, Sensei. That's why I like you. When the helicopter's going to run out of fuel to do that. Prepare for battle. It's settled, everyone. Let's see what's engaged. You sure work hard to lure them all the way out here. Good luck. Rio may have deployed countermeasures without the level signal to handle them. You know what's funny? All it takes is the vault card. All it takes is just us taking out a small little glimpse of our card. Everyone look out! Why don't we just take out the adult card? It works out. The adult card always works out. Every time we whip it out, it's an automatic win. Because for some reason it has super powerful powers that beats everything for no reason whatsoever. When the adult card is like a cheat code ready to be used at any time. All it takes is just you whipping it out and oh wait, this fucker takes blue damage. Tactical victory. So you're telling me we won? That's a surprise. We actually won. We did it! What about the volcano activity? Earthquake magnitude has reduced significantly. Lava flow appears virtually non-existent. The volcano is beginning to stabilize. That's the least of our worries. What is true status? It can't be, even though Chicano is not yet perfect. I can't believe it lost. Wait, what is this? We have filled our resources to resource quota. That was the situation and prioritized the perspective of resource delivery rather than the defeated variables. If that was its plan, it should have spoken up. You took him as a shy one. Let's take another retreat from here. In that case, in terms of strategy, we're already victorious. Yes, just retreating towards the glacial sea. Regardless, how did I put this? To imagine it had a second form. Yes, the gigantic pit we saw were the actual footprints of the monster. Right, the giant transforming monster. Aren't you oddly excited right now, Sensei? I mean, it's a giant transforming monster! One of them proves to have good taste, although for that one to be the strange creature, it's distasteful, problematic. I'm just glad someone out there recognizes how great our baby is. Hey, why are we complimenting our enemies all of a sudden? Sure, I'm happy for you, but we still defeated the robot thing. Sure, whatever. You could tell yourself that, but we know the truth is that we created for your sakes, not the other way around. Don't be upset. It's okay. You did good. Well, let sleeping dogs fly. This feeling of supposed victory, enjoy it to the fullest. Savor it for now. Mark my words, a tactical victory does not make for a strategic turn. They left. You seem disappointed, Sensei. Naturally, I had hoped for more opportunities to converse with those children as well. Perhaps we could have found out more, even if only the embarrassed herbal flu. Alright, we barely have any leads right now. Yes, that's right, sometimes you must interact with them. If we could quell their hostility, they would naturally be the most direct source of information we could find. Yes, it's unfortunate all that, but we'll figure it out, right? At least we put out the biggest fire. Speaking of fire, I'm hot. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Okay. Let's head back for now. We have our own injuries to know. Yeah, I agree. We need time to catch our breath and perform maintenance. Yes, just like in a herb, I cannot specifically assert that things has been rendered completely inoperable, and the barrage of damage expand a large amount of earth. However, if neither, I can continue, for I am the perfect man. Fall, stand down, Toki. Even you need to rest. Power down immediately. Understood, Mithril. Damn, even the machine turned off. Good work, everyone. I just might survive, though. Can we turn up the AC more, President? Spare me, Emmy. It's already getting cold in here. Your yellow jacket is made for cold weather. You could put that on. You're telling me to wear a jacket just so that you can have the AC on max? That's an utter waste of energy. What happened to the efficiency you love so much? You're wrong, President. In this case, it's inefficient. see would be our operator not being able to reach 100% of their potential due to the poor temperature conditions. Energy can be recharged, machines can be maintained, even replaced. The human body cannot. She is overreacting, Maya. You are overreacting big overreaction. We'll leave this volcanic region at full speed. You two can reach intelligence after that. Great decision, Bucky. Nice. Oh, there's nothing. Please. Yes, I learned this from President Himari himself. That's right. See how your own Bucky is going to. This, that, everything you observe with your very own eyes. They're all thanks to this Millennium Mentor and Fuck! What are you going to do about this, Miss Rio? The president's head has blown up again. What? The installation, Himari is happy she got to see you. Where did that come from? That has never even crossed my life in my entire life. I suppose I can't deny that the president has benefited the mission in more ways than one. Thank you, Rio. You saved us. Yes. You are above the thunder region. The air current is stable, but please remain on guard for any emergencies. It seems like the commission of many forces and facilities are moving. That reminds me, I collect the samples of both. When you do that, President, do you intend on adding the squirrel to your wild list of powders? Oh my, a squirrel does sound cute. I believe this may be a rare situation where I accidentally encourage her. I apologize, Cynthia. If I agreed on the idea of doing that, he might. I'm failing to comprehend the interaction. However, it appears we believe Emmy did something wrong. I will agree. It's a little awkward, so I think it'd be best if I just stay out of it. Anyway, what did you mean by samples? It's just as I said, you don't want to research houses and facilities and what it seems to be that the malicious force protecting them. They were all subject to a analysis. Above all, the fact that they were operating forces and facilities of this scale while terrorist administration possibly indicates suspicion. We need to land the helicopters to begin the landing. And they're still like do it somewhere very close. And they tell it for them maybe purchasing. That may be right, but we're still cornered at the helicopter anyway. We can't be helped up with this. You don't have to start pouting already, President. Jesus Christ, how many episodes does this have? I'm almost at 50,000 pirate scenes.
Dun, dun.
Small little detail for pirate scene collection. Never mind. Halfway to 40,000 pirates. 49,000 pirate scenes.
Yoshi.
To summarize, we followed circumstantial trails from the glacial sea to here, and we uncovered its activity in the volcanic region. We believe it was harvesting resources to transport to a second location. Yes, we observed its building transportation routes, although we still unsure of where the resources are being sent, and there are still facilities remaining in the area. Shall perform recon in this area, Miss President Himari. Miss President Himari. Yes, thank you, President. Should I join her? No, I have a separate task for you. We need to do an analysis of the remaining documents. My mission is to achieve that. precisely for this kind of endeavor for samples, we have the. What are you doing, Rio? Didn't you say you need more samples? Then are you offering to help? Did you really feel the need to settle out with It's fine, great, let's get this over with then, shall we? Oh, that's insane. Despite everything. You two are close friends! Definitely not. You're completely wrong, Sensei. Will these samples be enough, President? Yes, this should be enough, Emmy. You are nearly complete with the analysis. Are you receiving the results, Rio? You see, confirmed. I have a few calculations already made. Oh, is that so? Well, go on. I believe this to be a matter of great importance. We can confirm it on the site. I have detected traces of material construction in the samples. I see it. We've faced something similar before. Oh, we have. Yes, Sensei, do you remember the arc of and what happened to your subject? I mean, Eris and T. Ah. Yes, exactly, Sensei. Yes, it's the sin. Material reconstruction is one of the significant powers of the Luminous gods. There's no way to confirm for certain since we don't have direct access to settlement. However, looking at the resources harvesting methods, their transport facilities, and even the forces themselves, yes, they were all created via material reconstruction, the power of the Luminous gods. And now I think our hypothesis is almost proven. Yes, all the pieces fit together. Since Tokyo reporting, I have returned. I have confirmed the presence of us. Slowly constructed with rails leaving the volcanic region. There are also several small defensive forces stationed along the paths. Okay, great work, Toki. Yes, of course, Sensei. You should be more productive in the garden. To be specific, here are some potential options. Head path to light hug or your hands on my race. Sensei, why are you suddenly flustered? Toki? Even she has me for a loss of words. I'm at a loss of words. Really, Toki? We being that ass? I wouldn't question it, Miss Rio. I can confirm it. I can't confirm if she should reveal her true nature or if she's changed, but this is simply Toki now. Let us continue, Sensei. Right, what did you mean by all the pieces fitting in together? Disappointing. There were 3 prophets of reclamation that the Super Phenomenal Task Force before coming into the glacier, but Hannah, Chase, and Hawk. None of these 3 prophets had any relation to the power of the Luminous gods. But when it came to the Heavenly, one of the prophets we met here, we identified traces of the power of the Luminous gods. It could explain the rather surreal experience of a ship floating on lava that we have all witnessed. What's certain is that the cremation and its prophets, yes, that seems to be an incontrovertible factor. But the real concern is that they intend to do it. What? Rio, just now? Yes, I'm detecting it from here as well. What's wrong, President? Did something happen? Did you find something with Rio? Please explain. Yes, for this to happen, we're going to have quite the emergency on our hands. In other words, we have detected a new prophet, but on an entirely different scale. It's very, very powerful signal. Dead end. Dead end, huh? That does not sound good. Episode 11, Dead End. Okay, status update reel. Analysis of the new prophet. Yes, I couldn't get the detailed analysis from here considering its strength. At the time it occurred, the signal faded out incredibly quickly. I confirmed it's a new prophet entirely different from the Herald. This would make it the third prophet we encountered since coming here. It's a landscape. I would like to buy one. What is the asking price? YouTube, they're fresh out of process. Never put up a signal coordinates. I'll send them to you now. It's quite a ways away. I'm curious to investigate, but having to take the risk of moving our base again. Furthermore, to send out such a strong signal, there would be a real intent behind it. Like something summoning us. That's a similar try to a bug where I understand. I can't say for certain, but I certainly wouldn't rule it out. I smell a hidden trap. Well, it'd be rather valuable for the headlines to say something like the Super Phenomenal Task Force bravely takes on the enemy's traps and prevails. I oppose its irrational and inefficient. Yeah, I agree with you. And unless there's no other choice, since no one else is taking that different inside, I'll stand by here. I'm sorry, Mr. What? Can you please not show sympathy like you're dealing with leftover inventory? On top of that, it's not like I advocate for one method or another. Then you're the one at fault, person. You should be instead feeling consultative proposals to the council. It was meant to be an icebreaker. Finish what I was saying. While bravely facing the trap is an appealing option, I can't risk the safety of our members. Then utilize my influence. I have an MS drone that is modified for high-speed recon for situations like this. I'll send it to the signal's origin. Oh my, so and electronic personality of yours can be used for sometimes. I'm only deploying the most radical method for this situation where you can't say. Forget, I can't even open my mouth around here. I have deployed the drone. It'll take about 20 minutes to reach the area. I'll slow it down, connect the video. What? Is there any issue, Miss Rio? I lost connection with the Elmer's phone. We need more details, Miss Rio. It's as I said, my connection was severed out of nowhere. It must have sent some amount of data before that happened, okay? Hold on, I'm analyzing it. Is something wrong? Come on, I'm sending you the data right now. Help me analyze it. It's really unusual for you to such my help, so I'd assume if I'm truly hoping that my interpretation is wrong here. What's going on? Things are okay, right? What in the... This means... It seems like I wasn't wrong. Yeah, there's no way you could make a mistake with these. After all, I do respect you when it comes to this field. What's the matter, President Himari? To get the heart of the issue, it appears that the coordinates is the multi-dimensional barrier that protected the Ark of Ethris. Called Ark of Ethris? Yes, Sensei, there's no mistaking it. But why here and why now? Does this mean the Red Sky will return to Kivoltos and the strange machines? I suppose you could call this a silver lining, but I don't think the threat is to that extent. That's right. At the very least, it doesn't seem like there are signals of dimensional interference at the mentioned coordinate. But the multi-dimensional barrier is there? Yes, considering there's new data we have discovered so far, I would have to conclude that the prophets have fully immersed themselves in the power of the nameless gods. Furthermore, for them to have utilized an almost invincible defense mechanism is supernatural phenomenon beyond anything we previously encountered. It means they're hiding something here. Yeah, so what circumstances are currently available to us? The only way we overcome the multi-dimensional barrier the first time was with the usual ship Sensei made for us. It would be hard pressed to get another supernatural phenomena at that scale into our arsenal again. Yeah, that's probably the case. Right, it's difficult to admit, but we're low on options. Everything is a non-starter if we don't find a way to deal with the nameless god's power. And even if we forget the barrier, we have to find a way to supplement the prophet's abilities to manipulate material destruction and recovery. Therefore, we may have dealt with some critical damage to the Heron armor, but they recovered in no time at all. Yes, so we're getting construction. The recovery process is almost inconceivable. The prophets are already able to utilize the nameless god's powers to this extent. What can we even do about it? Also, present, how can you forget the multi-dimensional barrier? Even if we try to pretend it's not there, it's still evil in our world. Now that I think about it, what did we do back then? Our main objective is to destroy the Ark of Antaros and destroy Abyss Bulkers. However, the Ark is protected by a quantum superstition state barrier that makes physical access from the outside impossible. As long as this barrier is in place, physically reaching the Ark is impossible. Therefore, we plan to pass through the barrier by putting the ship in the same quantum specific state. But ultimately, that approach must have failed because of the Ark of Antaros changed the entire variable of the state itself. So we ultimately relied on... Huh? I was not present at the scene, but I've heard that Aeris was instrumental in the mission's success. I recall after everything was over, the game development department members visiting us at the Super Phenomenal Task Force Clubhouse. I remember everything from the party proposal to KB versus Data, robot-shaped keychain. Good atmosphere, touching background music, and filling me as the main heroine. Many things happen. The first thing happened, but the rest don't make sense. It's like a fantasy. I just try saying it. Hook has been trying to secretly impart her own agenda more frequently. Anyways, back then the usual ship that Aeris reconstructed was Aeris Pink of a hero. I still remember the name I came up with. It was the Sword of Light. It wasn't the right time to say it back then, but you're not very good at naming things, are you? I don't want to hear that from you. There you go. Well, we don't know what exactly Aeris did back then, which is the complex of the problem. We have no way of determining the method of doing what she used to reconstruct it. Yes, but the source of the energy was from a theory reconstruction method. How she collected and described it very mystery to us. From our perspective, she managed all of this in the blink of an eye. all those questions, making it nearly impossible for us to replicate what she did. It was a miracle born of the stranger's dream, which is what makes it the absolute nucleus to science and theory. Exactly, science is a process. It's the science to allow anyone to reproduce the same results as long as they're familiar with the process. I believe we should reach out to Eris. We want to call Eris out here to this place. That's exactly, you should ask Eris to analyze and explain what she did. Are you absolutely certain? What do you mean? Aren't you then just using Eris as a tool to resolve your issue? President? Yeah, I don't need to repeat myself. We already had this conversation back in your ship. The only difference is that the subject has shifted from Sophie to Eris. Of course, that's about it. I couldn't care less about the accidents you make and regrets you have, but someone making the same mistakes over and over again is rather uncouth and boring. Even for the one who has to watch it happen. Yes, rather have no... Wait, Rio? We need Eris to solve this. I apologize, Sensei. Please disregard the hypothesis. This woman, many possibilities. I can hardly guarantee her presence here will resolve what we need. You could forget I ever proposed that my approach was incorrect. Then I'll try talking to Eris in the game development department. Sensei? Sensei? What is this behavior, Sensei? Something wrong with you? Are you very sure, Sensei? In the worst case, the situation seems dire. Well, I could see how one would be to lead to the conclusion. And if anyone were to talk to Eris, it should be you. In return, I have a request of you, Rio. I want you to come to the Glacial Sea base in person. Miss Rio, Sensei, what's that mean? The so-called concept of taking responsibility together. I'll leave the final decision to you, Rio. Just like how you suggested your own proposal. I too am suggesting a proposal. I don't know, Sensei. I don't know whether or not I have the right to. Yes, Rio, you were the one who saved us. I don't know about the right and wrong. I'm also unsure if it is possible for anyone to always make the correct choice. However, I would like to see Rio go. Is that not reason? Is that not reason? Next question. Rio, it's your decision to make. I know what drives you. It's rationality. So what decision will your irrationality and your logic drive you to this time? Logically, there are limitations of radio communications regarding both security and safety. Any kind of radio just means that what happened in this fight could affect the integration of the entire mission. So, excellent, it's decided. We meet you at the Glacial Sea base. Okay. What's wrong with you? There's something not at the mission. That's not exactly right, see? But is this really okay? After the deployment to the Glacial Sea base, I'm assuming you have some form of transportation already started out. Yes. Oh, Biel, this meeting in a long time, Miss Biel. I'll be waiting. Sophie. Yes, how can I help you? Thank you for your hard work and for everything. You're welcome. God, the character development in Rio is so good. Well, everyone was busy with their preparations. I took some time to myself. Then... Huh? Sensei? Welcome, Sensei. What business do you have here? What? You wish to see our faces? I'm both glad and thankful to hear that, but... Don't try to play it off though, Sensei. Affirmative, your expression is that of seriousness. So again, what is your business? Am I that easy to read? Let's see. Are you surprised? Of course we can see through you. We have been together for so long. You know we know just by looking at you. Agreed, perhaps you are not aware, but the Sensei of my world is also that kind of person. What's on your mind? Spill it to Arona. And to me. Yes, to Plana too. It bothers me that I can't solve this problem. Sensei? But if you think about it, Sensei, even until now, you've brilliantly solved many situations like this before, right? Or something like that. This time, it's a little different. You're saying that back then, you've helped her solve ongoing situations like clearing up the aftermath. But this time, you feel like you're leading students into danger? Understood, but isn't there a possibility that something worse would happen? If this situation isn't addressed, but I'm putting the students in harm's way for a possibility. It makes me wonder if I'm any different from those people. Man, I wish I could just become super strong. Sensei? Cannot comprehend what is wrong, Sensei. You know, like that, right? Be able to fly, smash through barriers? Nameless God Declaration, whatever it is. Why are you acting like this? Confused, I cannot understand. I would like to request a more detailed explanation from Sensei. No, it's fine. I was just being foolish. Please take care of my students. I've got to do it, yeah. I'll try everything I can and struggle until the end. If that's not enough, well, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. Sensei, are you sure you're okay? Doubtful and confused request. Sensei should get a mental checkup. It's fine, it's fine. Sensei, thank you for the head pats, but what? Even more confused, cannot understand Sensei's intentions. I petted both of them for a while. Once they fell asleep, I returned to the battlefield. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. It's getting quite... thank you all for attending. It was very fun. Oh wait, what? Oh shit, wait, that's it? Oh my god. I finished all of main story. Until next update. Thank you all for watching this stream. It was very fun doing this. And reading. And honestly, that music almost had me tearing up. I'm near the verge of actually almost crying. Yeah, I'm just... Oh yeah, right. If y'all want to join... Oh yeah. Join the Darkness Archive Club. I said this is temporary name, but join it. There's the code. There's the club ID. And yeah, that's all I could say. Discord server in the channel description if y'all wanna ever join it. I interact with the community very often there. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. Thank you for watching, and see y'all guys in the next live stream.